Welcome.
Hi. I'm Chen. I come from China. I'm leading my team for top-level design of smart city worldwide. City, after 30 years of development, we have more than 18,000 employees worldwide, and of which 30,000 of them are R&D people. And we have more than 100 branches worldwide. We have a lot of global logistics centers, training centers, or R&D centers. We are providing a lot of products and services to more than 116 products, 116 countries. We have three main businesses: government and enterprise, terminals, and communication technology. 14% of them are coming from the global market. About smart city, you will find smartphones or home terminals or cloud technology or servers or IPTV. Actually, our product line is very long, from mobile phone, communication technology, to IT or city or cloud. And as for our smart city applications, we offer our services about public security from Africa, South America, and energy application in Bangladesh or Netherlands. Smart transportation from Eastern Europe to Southern Asia. And our top-level design applications are also distributed worldwide, from Beijing to Shenzhen, from Germany to Pakistan or Malaysia. Later, I will present our experience on top-level design of smart city. Why we need top-level design? We can see this figure. To these 7 biggest cities worldwide: Beijing, Tianjin, Nanking, Shanghai, Hangzhou, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. We can find first column is about areas, second column is about population, and the third column is the GDP. We are using 0.07% of areas of Chinese territorial areas to retain 6.5% population of Chinese population and contribute to 17.5% GDP. Chinese urbanization rate will be increasing from 57.4% last year to 2013, 17%. However, the average urbanization rate of these top 7 cities has reached 19%. It means a migration wave will be emerging from those metropolitans to a lot of second-tier cities or small towns. And those second-tier or small towns, they need to compete with their counterparts or metropolitans. How they attract more talented people to stay there? The key is to make a livable and environment-friendly city. We set down our targeted population. We want to see more smarter residents, more smarter employees, and attract more visitors. and how we attract them. First, we need to reconstruct the industrial chain and integrate city and industry and make an environment-friendly city. Next one is to let them stay here. How we do that? We need to offer characteristics to our targeted city. We have to encourage the residents to be free to communicate with each other, to produce ideas, and transfer those ideas to products, technology. Use this way to activate the innovation system in the city. If the smart city is so complicated, how can we just consider ICT, infrastructure, or ubiquitous connection, or just a single module integration? So, we need a systematic way to tackle the problem. We need to consider top-level design as our first step. And the next one could be solution, delivery, and a data operation, or analytics. So later, I will explain how we achieve our goal. The first principle is the identification of core challenge. The first case is Shenzhen Seaport. This seaport ranked the third in the world. And 10 years ago, this district offered sufficient land for truck parking. But with the development of the economy, a lot of parking spaces have been occupied by commercially used lands. It means it's a contradiction. Insufficient land use and sustainable development of seaport. That's the core challenge for Shenzhen Seaport. We are working with our English partners to conduct a field investigation for all available places in this region. Just 3 plots can be available for parking. We are analyzing the technical difficulties, budget, and available parking spaces. Just one could be used. And we also recommend our government to promote autonomous driving system to connect different scenic spots. We also use this way to develop new economy. This case, let us realize that ICT technology cannot solve all problems. We have to work with urban planning, transport planning, or industrial planning companies. Urban planning, in this case, accounts for a bigger part. ICT just contribute a little. Second principle is multiple planning integration. This project, launched by President Xi Jinping, our chairman, because of heavy population density and transportation congestion and environmental pollution, central government of China would like to allocate a lot of people to a new town. We call that Beijing subcenter. But we are facing 2 challenges. First, what's the pillar industry for this new town? Second, how we keep balance between economy and a spatial balance and environment. We suggest our government to install sensors alongside the historical canal. All the visitors can use VR or AR, reflect the historical buildings, see what it used to be. That building used to be governmental building in Tang Dynasty or Song Dynasty. When they are enjoying a special experience, their preference data has been connected to urban operation center. And other data, like transportation, weather condition, or population density, are also collected to our urban operation center. Those data has been pre-processed, be offered to merchants for their accurate marketing, to the government for their planning, and SMEs are emerging based on those data. And for Chinese central government, we suggest them use this way to transfer the economic development from land finance to data finance, from demand-driven economy to supply-driven economy. Besides the industrial challenge, we are also facing the challenge from environmental pollution and population gathering. Relying on our smart city applications, people cannot just stay in the downtown of sub-center. Use this way to relieve the pressure of population gathering, because people can enjoy the public services in the downtown, like healthy, medical, or education, or shopping. We are integrating different plannings, make people can stay in satellite towns. Use this way to relieve the pressure of downtown, to keep balance. Our third principle is digitalization. 3 towns mayors from Germany fly to Shenzhen, ask me, how can we develop sustainably? These 3 towns are located between the biggest river, Rhine River, and the busiest airport, Frankfurt. How can they develop synergetically? After analyzing their condition, we find that they are facing the challenge between industrial structure and population structure. From this information, we can find that compared with the other cities, other metropolitans nearby, these 3 cities, their pillar industry is manufacturing, and their economic growth is almost just 2%. It's relatively low. And as per their population structure, more than 35% of their population are 65 years old or above. And less than 10% of their population hold a bachelor degree or above. So their population structure is unable to support their ambitious goal, high-tech industry. So we suggest those 3 mayors considering their status quo condition. Actually, they are connected by the traditional infrastructure, river, highway, and from 14 to 16% of the population, those residents, they are commuting from their hometown to Frankfurt. So they are connected by infrastructure and by commuting. And in these 3 towns, their industries, aviation, manufacturing, or service, or logistics, they are intersected as well. We suggest them connect lighting pole, their car, their e-bike. When they are driving to their home, they can receive the message from their home. Somebody will be visiting their home, and a package has been already sent to their home, and they can find available parking space, and their electric cars need to be recharging. Use this way, I mean digitalization connection, to connect enterprise, home, and city. Use this way to attract more young talents, to tackle the challenge of their aging society. And they need more talent. Actually, in Thailand, we are facing the same challenge. The fourth principle is uncertainties. For all plannings, we have to consider uncertainties. But how can we transfer negative impacts to positive impacts? First, we have to consider technological uncertainties. Technology is advancing year by year. We have to keep space for their development, or our Thai government will spend much money for our next generation, or at least 3 years later. We will waste a lot of money. Second, we have to consider operational uncertainties. Our communication operators can use 5G to benefit from data plan. But actually, due to the development of edge computing technology, urban residents can be real-time interacting with the IoT system, with the urban parts. And use this way, IT companies can find their space. And use this way, city companies can reshape their business models. Furthermore, data is our value. Without any doubting, it's our future asset. A lot of distinguished guests have mentioned that. However, can you imagine if we sell the most valuable assets in downtown of Bangkok? What's our potential growth for our next generation? So we should suggest our Thai government to set up an administrative agency for big data, to establish phased data-based development policy to protect our asset. Thirdly, all our ICT infrastructure is used to support our pillar industry. But the industry is always changing. Maybe 5 years later, our pillar industry could be manufacturing for cars. So we need to leave space for its improvement. Our fifth principle is economic integration and geopolitical pattern. See here, when we are discussing how we develop our industries, tourism, electronics, or agricultural products, or logistics, actually we have to compete with almost all capitals in Southeast Asia, from Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur. So what we can do? We suggest Thailand governments to use smart applications, these solutions, to link isolated systems like tourism systems, customs systems, or transportation systems. Or we can start from EEC area. Use this way to train most people make our residents be more smarter, and use this way to support our pillar industries. Secondly, relying on our solutions strengthen the connection between different cities and regional integration. And use this way to strengthen our comparative advantage industries in Thailand and reshape our geopolitical pattern, increase mutual trust towards peace, and tackle the challenges from non-traditional public security, like violent criminal, environmental pollution, and climate change, or terrorism activities. Use this way to be integrated into a bigger supply chain, expand our market scale. We need to consider our issues beyond our geographical border. Connect different cities. Consider our stories from the world map. Connect Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, Bangkok, and southern China. Expand our market. Use this way to relocate Bangkok and Thailand in the bigger background of Mekong River, Pearl River, and One Belt and One Road. We are talking top-level design philosophy. However, we need to consider our realities locally. Please see this figure. We received this figure from 29 developing countries and a government. I hosted this lecture in Beijing this month by Chinese Ministry of Commerce. We can find that public security, e-business, and transportation are three main concerns for those 29 countries. We also can find that the demands from education, health care, they are diversified. So we need to make a customized proposal to our client. We are not working alone. For almost all our projects, we are working with our partners. We have our accumulation, just like a database, data center, or lighting power, or communication networks, or urban center. But we are also working with urban planning company, transportation planning company, or industrial planning company, or water or in ecology planning company from Amsterdam, London, Hong Kong, or Frankfurt. We are always using international view to oversee our story. Last but not least, I also want to mention some items. All my contents are about top-level design, but we cannot neglect bottom up. Just like yesterday, I talked with your officials from digital economy and the society ministry. We need to educate our people. We need to use our human resources. We can get their smarts from geo-information, from transportation. Secondly, If we want to construct a smart city, we need to digitalize our old information. If we don't have data, how we construct smart city? So we need to integrate the old data and the new data. Especially in the government, their old information can be digitalized. Our company has done that in China for almost more than 500 city or towns e-government businesses. Thirdly, some city can be digitalized. How about enterprise? Currently, a lot of real estate, they are developed by real estate developers. If those companies, they are not smart, they are not be digitalized, how can they be involved to smart city? How can they operate smart park or smart region? We are talking a top-level design from the state level. My team is always dedicating to promote smart city top-level design in China, Pakistan, Malaysia, or Germany. But we can start our stories from EEC. It's your story. We can start our story from isolated cities. Think big, start small. That's our idea. Let's explore tomorrow's opportunities out of today's challenge by our top-level design. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you. Kabunka. Thank you.
ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับดร.เฉินซือด้วยครับ Please remain on stage for your souvenir และณโอกาสนี้นะครับผมขอเรียนเชิญครับดร.ณัฐพลให้เกียรติขึ้นบนเวทีนะครับเพื่อมอบของที่ระลึกให้กับสปีกเกอร์ของเราด้วยนะครับท่านดร.ณัฐพล นิมานพัชรินทร์นะครับผู้อำนวยการสำนักงานส่งเสริมเศรษฐกิจดิจิทัลครับครับนี่นะครับก็คือสปีกเกอร์ในช่วงบ่ายวันนี้กับหัวข้อของ Smart City ครับขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับดร.เฉินซือและดร.ณัฐพลด้วยครับ Thank you very much Thank you for joining us this afternoon